Hello again. Just had an interesting observation. So I have this bar that I go to once a week. I enjoy it there. They have a wings night and it just gets me out of the house. I try and make a little bit of effort to go out into public once in a while, but starting to see a lot of observations right now. How many people that you meet in your everyday feel real or solid to you? Because I'm starting to see this very clear split, and it's kind of hard to describe it, but it's like some people have a depth to them where there's a real soul, and somebody that's, I don't know, doing the work. I don't know how else to describe it, but have a like emotions, depth, are not blocked. They're real. They seem energetic and at least positive. Maybe a little bit scared, but at least positive. And then I see a lot of people that feel hollow to me. It's not a judgment, it's just an actual feeling, like they're so caught up in a job, in life, in all the things they're talking about. Sometimes really trapped in social media or their phone or whatever, or I see archetype types playing out with people. Here's the husband, here's the girlfriend, here's the divorced wife, here's the whatever. I can see it in people just by looking at them now, and it's nice to see that now people aren't in this massive social distancing thing, and they're starting to come out from their shells. I see people like sharing drinks with each other and stuff like that, stuff that wouldn't have never happened even 6 months ago or whatever, for fear of stuff. I've got a cough right now. I don't see people like looking at me like a pariah anymore. So there's shifts going, but there's definitely a lot of people right now that are living in the pattern, in the going back to where we were pre the virus and other things. And then I see there's other people that are more tentative, they're quiet, maybe they're sitting by themselves at a table observing, kind of like what I'm doing. But I just want maybe you guys to look at it and see, are you seeing that same thing? Are you seeing certain people that are in the observer mode now a lot? Certain people that are reading energy and looking into people's eyes and seeing if they respond. I go to that bar, and there's a waitress that we just connect, and looking in her eyes, there's a spark of life, and she smiles immediately, and there's no games or weirdness, but somebody that's really kind of tuned into themselves. And I feel that those people, and I'm seeing a lot of them on my timeline and other stuff, where they're really woke up and they really want to start talking and they want to talk about what's in their heart. And then I see kind of like three levels of people. Some that are kind of just putting in the effort, trying to make do, trying to get caught back up in life, trying to get jobs, all that kind of stuff. And then I see there's a lot of people that are just like giving up, and they're kind of hollow, and I see that in drivers a lot, where maybe they're still wearing masks, maybe they're just weaving all over the road or other things. And I see that in some of the tenants in my building, people that smoke a lot and kind of are in these like strange old patterns that seem to not even exist anymore. So what are you seeing in your world? There's we used to talk about non-player characters and people that have given up and people that are low vibration and all that kind of stuff. But I see this stratification of how people are woken up and maybe leading the way and creating light and love in their interactions with people. There's other people that are living at this old dynamic kind of level, kind of back to where we were before all the excitement with the V and other stuff started. And then the people that are just not even in their body anymore. So maybe you notice this, maybe it's something to kind of watch, but how's that changing, and how do you trust each of those levels of people, and do you want to go back to those old patterns, and just starting to become aware of what's different, what's new, what's changing, and then you can start to see the shift, and you can start to see that things are getting better in some ways, and that we're not in the old paradigm anymore. There's people that are doing the work. There's people that are going to do the work in the next phases and waves. And then there's people that have kind of already checked out. So just observe and put your comments back. What are you feeling? What are you seeing? And let's just kind of get a conversation going about it, because it's very strange and almost surreal to see how things are shifting and how a lot of people are turned off and not really alive anymore. I don't even know how to describe it. So anyways, just my observations. No judgment. Everybody's got their own choices and paths. It just explains to me why I feel called to some people and less to other people. A lot of people don't want to be around me because maybe my light or the things I talk about or the energy I carry, and that's all okay. It's part of the process that we're going through right now. So I love you all, and I thank you for listening, and you have a great evening, and talk again soon. Bye.